presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the London Bulldogs and the Indianapolis Colts. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Unlock line. 60 Bellcat. 60 Bellcat. 3. 19 tight. 19 tight. 70 Ranger. 70 Ranger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got a man. It's complete to Jelani Woods. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Dave's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. A nice little juke. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. What we saw there, that's what we know that he can do. He can break tackles and turn them into big runs, and that's what he did.
And what is the buzz phrase nowadays in football for a guy like that? Contact balance. The ability to go through trash, come out the other side, avoid and run through contact, and keep your balance.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. The Colts now at 2-5 to start play. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. Running for it. Here's Cook. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Off the play fake. Caldwell. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Caldwell escaping the pressure right. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
7 yards there and a 1st down.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up the 1st down.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
No daylight for him to run through there, and he ran into the defensive tackle, and that guy blocks a whole lot of daylight as it is. He is truly a big man who just made a big play.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Caldwell toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. On 1st and 10, Caldwell. This is caught. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Here on the jet sweep, and he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His first rushing touchdown on the year, and the Bulldogs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride the offense this go around. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score of Bulldogs 7, Colts 0.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hekker to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one will be touchdown inside the 40-yard line.
They'll take over, 1st down and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice and meetings talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
of scrimmage. Again, the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Caldwell. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
To throw on 3rd down. Caldwell. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Ready, set. Hot 70.
Here's Cook again. And he is going to lose yardage here. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So he's been automatic to this part of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return setup here. And he'll go out of bounds all the way down inside the 35.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Boy, the coverage there, airtight as he comes away with the interception.
Love that observation there because they were taking a shot at the end zone, but you're right about the coverage. Absolutely tremendous, and this they could clip for a training tape. Staying with him down the field, locates the football in the air, and comes away with the interception.
Pass out left, caught by... And now look at this! Big gain, but a fumble! And this is picked up by the defense. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right.
On the set. Back on lead. Go. Ready.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in week 4. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And some room to roam there. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that, you've got to have a secondary. They can find a way to him and find a way to get him on the ground. Absent of that, he's going to find the end zone every time.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker.
And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Caldwell.
To Pierce, they set up the screen.
And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 17 yards there on 3rd down as they pick up a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
A run for Pierce out of the gun.
He will push his way down to about the 14. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off-play action. Caldwell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
John Mechie,
his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Bulldogs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
I think everyone in the league talks about finishing, don't they? Doesn't matter whether it's a quarter, a half, a game, a series, whatever. But they're finishing the first half in fine style, putting that one in the end zone.
They did, and they didn't leave much time on the clock either. Well done. They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get in for the 2 points, and in so doing, cut the deficit to 2 points. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. A lane opens here. He's past the 30, the 40, past the 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Off the play fake, Caldwell. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Throwing on 3rd and long, Caldwell.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And taken at the 46. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Now a give running right, it's Cook. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
So this a two-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. This one fielded at the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. And Pierce gets it again on second down. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now fourth down.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
They bring their punter out there now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 93 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. They run again on first down. Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. This to Hines on the drop. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this will be scooped up by the defense. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So potentially a turning point. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that would overturn. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
18 Randall.
He'll look to throw. And complete right side to Cook. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Here's Johnny Hacker now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today.
Partner, I think this one won't arrive very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
As this complete to Woods. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
On second down, Cook. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for it in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He came through well with a nice pass breakup there. Fortunate that he was on the spot. He's the only guy left to prevent the first down.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. From the left hash, a 31-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. Cook up the gut. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. They try again with Cook. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
They'll run for it with Cook. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on third down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get everyone back out there, run a couple of your go-to plays, make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to...
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Caldwell. Man open. That's complete to Dalton Schultz. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Running it out of the gun with Pierce. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll look to throw again. Catch is made. It's Schultz on the out route. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Back to throw again. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The offense on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and a mile. Under pressure, and they got to him again. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This ball caught by Mechie. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense in great shape.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Off-play action. Caldwell. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
On 3rd down, Caldwell. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Drake London, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bulldogs take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This taken in at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping Chili on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
The defense going to blanket the field. 6 now in the secondary here for 3rd and 15.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Oh, I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand, and that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Taking it about the 36. It's a 45-yard punt and 8 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession.
Throwing to start the drive, Caldwell. And he finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun, Caldwell. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. To throw on 2nd down, Caldwell. He gets this one to Mechie. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. To throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. He'll look to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. He's back to throw. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
They'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Now receiver in motion left. They'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
One final kneel down here, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak
Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here when they're taking a knee is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathed a sigh of relief. Finally got a win, needed one desperately.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game, but they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the fourth quarter.
So for Indianapolis, they get a much-needed victory to get to 3-5 on the year. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for London, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll be at home.